I'm Mr. Miller. I'm the associate headmaster. I think my primary role is looking over the whole educational program. So if you look very carefully at the science building, it has a lot of deferred maintenance. There are cracks in the wall. We think the classrooms are, and this is more the second reason, that they're also outdated in terms of how we want to teach, in terms of pedagogy. And we think that there's a really exciting way to innovate and provide really kind of optimal learning spaces really for our students and for our faculty. For one, it's actually going to combine the science building, the Widener Science, with the Widener Arts and Crafts, and there's going to be what we originally called a link, a connector building between it, and now we're going to call the whole thing the Quadrivium Center.
It has been almost 90 years since the science building underwent major construction in the 1930s. That says some students and teachers about their opinion on the new science building reconstruction. Chevelle is a fifth former at Hill. I spoke with her about the science building while she prepared popcorn.
I honestly don't think that it has to undergo major reconstructions because the model that they've shown us is very modern and it's not compared to all of Hill's other buildings. It doesn't look the same.
I'm Miss Aaronworth. I'm a science teacher at Hill. I've been teaching here for 8 years and I've taught all levels of chemistry. I've taught integrated science 1 and 2. Yes, I think our building is largely out of date. There are a lot of issues with our building. I know the plan for our new building is to have all of our classrooms have an integrated lab and classroom portion, which will help with the instruction and the ability to do demonstrations with less disruption to class time.
The last dining hall reconstruction was prolonged for an extended period of time, but the science building also suffered from some unforeseen conditions. Let's ask Julia Wise, a fourth former, about her opinion.
Obviously, I don't think anyone is fond of the idea, especially since it's kind of a hike up and down the hill. It depends on if it works or not. If it's going to be a lot of work and it's going to be hard to focus in class or do labs and stuff, then no one's going to really be fond of it. But I think if it works well, then I guess people are going to get over it and they're not really going to mind. But as of right now, I don't think anyone's too happy about it.
So what happened with the dining hall is there were two things. Every once in a while, there's, as much as they predict, they try to figure out what the conditions really are of the building. Well, they found some unforeseen conditions. And sure, it could happen again in terms of unforeseen conditions, but we've got a year time frame. So once you all are on your way home for graduation, we will start, and it's supposed to be done the following June. And so if there's anything that gets delayed, you've got June, July, August. We really don't want that to happen because if we can have it finished in June, it'll give 2 months for our teachers to get in there and start to get used to the space. So we're really pushing to have it done early.